This interview should help others what to do next.
Questions, concerns, worries, fears is about death.
The fundamental thing in every religion is that there is no death. We are all souls. When you follow the philosophy, real philosophy of your own religion, you are called spiritual. Neither matter dies, nor energy dies, nor consciousness dies. Believe in your own religion and implement it, you are spiritual.
So one of the most common questions, concerns, worries, fears is about death.
The first point, the second point, the third point, the nth point in spiritual science is that there is no death. Death is a laughable affair. Death is only the conclusion of one episode and the beginning of another episode. This is common knowledge in every religion. Only thing, they don't believe their own religion. The Hindus don't believe their own Bhagavad Gita. The Christians don't believe their own Bible, and the Muslims, they don't believe their own Quran. Every religion, the fundamental thing in every religion is that there is no death. We are all souls. We are not physical bodies. So, although so many religions are there, and everybody belongs to some religious sector otherwise, but still nobody is religious. Nobody understands the religious texts correctly and implements them. Every religious text says you are not the body and there is no death. Death is only for the body. Death is only the end of an episode. So, you are called spiritual when you believe in your own religion and implement it, you are spiritual. It doesn't take much intelligence to understand any religious scripture. To understand a Bhagavad Gita or a Quran or a Bible is very easy. The fundamental point is that there is no death. That's all. So, when somebody dies, then you don't cry for it. You say, okay, he is going to be there in another area, another world, and continuing his existence. Nothing dies. Neither matter dies, nor energy dies, nor consciousness dies. There is one episode after another episode after episode after episode after episode after episode, ad infinitum. Death is like sleep in the night. When you wake up, you are with the same person, the same problems, same advantages, same disadvantages. Your life continues wherever you have left yesterday night before you went to sleep. During night sleep, you get a lot of rest, but you, in the morning when you wake up, you continue your previous day's activities at the same level. So death is also like that. You continue in the same level. Your area changes. From the physical world, you go to the astral world. From the astral world, you go to a causal world. From a causal world, you go to a supracausal world. But you are the same person. There is a constant continuity. So, when you understand your own religious script is truly, then you are called a spiritual. When you have not understood your own religious script truly, then you are still religious. You only go to a temple and come back. You don't understand the scripture. You go to a church and come back. You go to a masjid and come back, but you don't follow the philosophy. When you follow the philosophy, real philosophy of your own religion, you are called a spiritual. And all the philosophy is the same, that you are not the body, there is no death. That's all. It's very easy to become spiritual through your own religion.
Sir, sayings from the religious scriptures about no death are from masters like Adi Shankaracharya.
Let us forget about scriptures and Adi Shankaracharyas.
Okay, sir.
Let us talk about Lobsang Rampa.
Okay.
Last century's Tibetan sage. Okay. I got all my wisdom only from Lobsang Rampa. His books, Third Eye, You Forever, Hermit, Three Lives, Wisdom of the Ancients, 14 books are there. I got all my wisdom from this great Tibetan sage, Lobsang Rampa. He has written many books on death. Three Lives is one book. I Believe is another book, straight on the topic of death. In Three Lives, a book titled Three Lives, selected three persons: an ordinary fellow, an educated fellow, he dies and what happens to him. A priest dies and what happens to him. And another, a very good man, dies and what happens. Three lives. They die and what happens in the astral worlds. Similarly, in the book called I Believe, very beautifully, the whole book is about one person dies and the whole life after death states in the book I Believe. So, in the book You Forever, he has given everything. So, we don't have to go to any scriptures. We don't have to go to any Adi Shankaracharyas. Straight away go to Lobsang Rampa. I learned from him. I want everybody to learn from him. Everybody should read Lobsang Rampa's books. Great books. And then you go on to Theosophical Society books. Books by Annie Besant, Ledbetter, Blavatsky, Alcott, Jana Rajadasa, Dodson. All knowledge about life after death is there. There is a big treasure in Theosophical Society about life after death. So I recommend Lobsang Rampa and all Theosophical Society books for all those people who want to learn about life after death. I have done that, and everybody should do that.
Sir, you mentioned about there are different worlds after death. You said we go to astral world, casual world, supra-casual world. So can you explain that?
There are n number of worlds, n number of bodies here. And there are n number of worlds outside. With these n number of bodies, you go to n number of worlds. It's a big subject. You have to dedicate your whole life to study this. It's not a question and answer session, Baba. So you have to read all those books. Then you will understand about the astral body, about the causal body, supracausal body, cosmic body, nirvanic body, intra-terrestrial worlds, extraterrestrial worlds, extra-dimensional worlds.
You have so much detail, you lose the essence. If you
Yes.
talk about it in a short time,
Yes.
you lose the essence.
You must read Paul Brunton.
Yes.
You must read Tibetan Book of the Dead. You must read Egyptian Book of the Dead. You must read Kathopanishad, which is straight about life after death. Hundreds and thousands of books are there. If you want to know about death, you must read all these hundreds and thousands of books. The essence, there is no death. Essence, you got several bodies, n number of bodies, there are n number of worlds. That is the essence. In the interview, only essence can be got, not the whole subject.
Give that in 5 to 8 minutes, sir.
What? What do you want?
About the 7 bodies, sir. Can you talk about the 7
The physical body is there, etheric body is there, astral body is there, causal body is there, supracausal body is there, cosmic body is there, nirvanic body is there. 7 bodies are there, like 7 colors in a light, white light. Theosophical Society has written a book called The 7 Bodies. You read that book in detail. I can only suggest all these books. That is enough for any seeker who wants to further study. This interview should help others what to do next.
Okay.
This interview will not give them, will make them enlightened. Will give them information about their enlightenment, what they can do pursue. They have to read all these books. It's hard work. You have to read Autobiography of Yogi.
Yes.
You have to read Living with the Himalayan Masters. You have to read all these books. It's a big course. Enlightenment is a very big course. It's like engineering. Engineering you study for 5 years. Daily morning you go to college and come back in the evening. So many books are there. It's a big 5-year course. Enlightenment is it not a 5-year course? Is it a 5-minute course?
Sir, to motivate a student to take engineering or not, we can talk about half an hour to explain what goes into engineering. So maybe we can give that
When
much.
we give all these examples of great masters and great books, that is enough motivation. That is enough motivation for a sensible fellow. One piece of information is enough for a sensible fellow. That's all. And so many people are sensible. I don't think there are any insensible people outside. They are all sensible people. If you ask them to read Lobsang Rampa, they will all read everything. And they will be happiest people. They won't come back to me again. And if you don't read Lobsang Rampa, you will keep coming back to me again and again. Then what is the point? If you don't do your homework, classwork will not help you. You have to do your homework. And I give the homework. What books must be read? You can only put a question, what books for you to read and which subject? On the subject of life after death, there is n number of books. You have to read all those books. The more you read, the better you become.